Chapter 12 Jomi and Jonathan. Mesmers that the state of the Bubble City, when in it was stood to rinse up his head in amazement, save of his able said trouble. He walked toward the wall and held up his hand to touch it. Whoa, in hell, are you? And motherfucker, what the hell do you think you're finna do with your hands? It no good and damn well you're not finna touch that wall. In 0.2 seconds, you're gonna have about 100 of them some bitches fucking up me damn gam. First the young man sick fought even and million belt, wishing about 150 pounds, with an with the fist mouth when in it head over here and had a stiff fit wild what we did. Put your hand down, motherfucker, damn. He shouted. When in it didn't know where to how his nozzle coffee man, buffed and sinned and Russen didn't went to Buridiver. He slowly lowered his hands, thin and locked it when in it from head to toe, as it continued. What are you doing of her? You're yelling away from home, coming around looking like you done lost to pay. Where the fuck are you from? When in it grab his canny locked for any sudden movements. Why didn't you see this team coming? When in it say aloud. What team is coming? What the fuck are you talking about? It's about us round the clock, man. The young man was confused about what Waninik had said, and then maybe he was slow. So, he repressed his words, using his hands to illustrate what he was saying. Look, if you touch that wall, you got to all face, and fade and fuck with Xen might just call it understand. Rubbing his ears and forehead, forced out his vision in a dream months ago, Waninik, adjusting his thoughts, what one way do you speak? It's so hard to follow. And Orpheus and Phoebus. The young man was named Jonathan. He scratched his head, grabbed his private area, and tied in it, fuzzy with up some bitches, acting like very good in sir. Jonathan pointed at the bubble, then he disturred, touch wall. Pointed to the bubble in distory again, using his fingers in a vertical motion and crossing his neck with anger. Yodi, motherfucker. You understand that? Shit. He slowly turned around and continued reprimanding him, asshole, looking like a fish out of water. Talking about hosts. Bus is not in your mouth, motherfucker. If you went Jody, take your fucking yes for yourself, straight to that front door, and say, hey, let me in. Fell let yours in alright, with your head on a damn trophy wall. Damn. Yo, Joan. Jonathan shouted in frustration. Jim automatically followed up and the head and fell into the ground, but Jim didn't come out. Imbecile. Jim shouted back to Jonathan, but Jonathan continued. Look at this fall, some simple and doomed ninja turtle lucky motherfucker. Do you believe he was thin at a fat damn wall? His ass was standing for a looking like other inhalates. Jim rushed from the structure around. What? Where the hell is it from? I looked at when in it. Oh yeah, his son of fuzzy went to the nation, cat, or some shit like that. Jim continued, hey brother, are you lost? Well, I can't say that much, but your ass is fucking you. Why is your ass around her? Jim curiously looked around, and your ass ain't got a horse or nothing else to it. Why didn't you at least dress up as enough female like yes? You know, camouflage yourself. Joan. Was a little older than the first young man, still about 6'2" inches tall, and weighed about 175 pounds. When in a looked for signs of aggression, but felt that the woman were just trying to get rid of him. Jim stood for talking, if you are trying to go farther west, you gotta take yourself away around this wall, and it will travel a few miles out this wall, cause the way you're dressed, you're just an open target. Jim said as he walked around again scratching his head. And that it is 180 degrees away, about a day and a half to 2 days journey, cause ain't no way in how you're doing from her. When in it understood his second man much better because he spoke much slower and didn't cuss as much. Anakites heavy very full mouth and small bat. When in it said as he released his rust from his skin. Anakites. My name is Jonathan, and this is me brother. John said Jonathan as he smote his armpits. Why do you call us that name, anyway? Do you call? Jonathan thought to himself, as if I had an epiphany. Hey, I'll tell you wait where are your local pharmacist? Motherfucker. That's wait where. He grabbed some veils and continuous, got it to fetch. Jonathan held up a green veil with a smile on his face. Got menstrual cramps, quickly passed. Me foul. Or do you when give a hasty great Boloski, holding up a red veil? Jonathan continued as he pulled out a yellow sloping veil. Now, with the stuff her. It cowled, hazy and sick. Word people to see for all your medical needs, plus more, if you know what you mean. No, you don't, replied Waninikv. Jam interrupted, we ain't gonna have shit, if he touches that damn wall, but bust. Jam was the smartest of it as he walked toward Waninikv. Where are you sure? Your TPs were listening her unless they are being roasted or skid above. Waninikv said proudly, have to go to Origina, for it being sent for by Sabbath to get married. Jonathan jokingly, damn, I know this where you from. You carry in US color across the country to get some yes. Offended, but yet understanding, when in it walled his paces Jonathan continued, hell, you can have our cousin, T.S. She's honorably bathed, but she can clean and cook for herself. When in it smelled, no thanks, Jonathan smelled, told head, Sabbath. When in it quickly interrupted Jonathan with a stern voice. Sabbath is me crater, want me serve, please. Hold your peace. Jonathan said, okay, I'm sorry, didn't know you were so sensitive, said. You're religious people or something. Yes. Seeing Waninik was frustrated with Jonathan, Jim said, look. It was nice knowing you and all that, but we gotta go. A beam of light shone in Yum's forehead and something struck him as his body fell to the ground. I'll creep him from behind Waninik. Kill him. Kill him all. Jonathan held up his hands and shouted, wait. A Larry spear penetrated his body, impaling him to the ground and quickly started catching up below. As Waninik turned around, he still had his hand on his skin, ready for battle. The dame flashes back to the present. Still working in understanding his gift, he shakes his head as he heard Jonathan. Anakites. My name is Jonathan, emphasis me brother John. Where are your local pharmacist as he grabbed some veils? Got a to touch. Jonathan held up a green veil with a smell, got menstrual cramps, the passes. Me foul. Waninik go. Said, me foul. The same time as Jonathan said it, listen, you see use Godman, kind of. Fast smelled. But, our prints are everywhere, and we don't have long, but we must feed your feet. As he continued, Jonathan did not hear a word he had said and pulled out a yellow sopping veil. Now, with this sit here, he called it, heady and sick. Shaking his head at Jonathan, Jim said, I'm a lover, not a fader. Don't allow Swan to yell. Waninik replied, you don't have it to talk plain, but we got about 6 minutes, and it's not going to be good for any of us. Jim grabbed a veil out of his bag, stuck it through her Tim's, threw it into the ground, and then pointed to Waninik. Go into the door. Not long after, Edman arrived as the three young men with it for the one-way transparent door. He has to be close, said a man. As another man is heard a little ways off saying, he got three sets of prints heading north. Hours later, the smell of wild rabbit roasting and poignant scent of mud from them and filled the air. There were rabbits in him at 11 with a bright light, musting. It's been about 2 to 3 hours now, and fast men are long gone lost by now. Jam said as he had up a small veil as he continued. Feather was an old military secret weapon set back in today's, decreased footprints for tooth and nails. Neta. Jam smelled as he tried to impress Waninik. Good thing you got about 3 left. It's about. Looking at the wall, he snapped at his fingers, and a transparent image stood against the wall with him up and hit him. Then with his finger, he flicked surface to light, and the map moved. They saw bear and a butter pointing to the map, were her. Waninik was sitting on the ground with his eyes closed and his lips crossed as he meditated, listening to Jam's voice, help in his ears. Amazement followed him again as he asked Jom, what is that pointing to the map well? Shaking his head, he took a deep breath. Sab off his elbow. Bruffers passed and looked at each other. Now he speaks. Jelmy jokingly said. It's a map, man. Are you from Castoniage? Jonathan shook his head. Y'all ain't got no gifts. Weather system map, y'all never saw the walls, either it's like detergent mates ninja, or some damn body. Y'all worship God. And fuzzy souls in perfect fear though. Damn. Face world is coming to an end. When in a Jonathan, walking at John, he asked it, his map, how does it work? Pointing to a small con-looking object reflecting the median wall. John replied, this is a this. Weather map that tells you temperature, weather conditions, and luck around you. And that's all it's good for. You can get enough to see anywhere. Finland are real democrat, so in properly and bits. There are 3 ways of getting on: trade, barter, or slaughter. It's that simple. When Inekibu said, pointing at the map, yeah, say where you're her. And you need to get here. Can you show me a closer view of Arizona? When Inekibu asked. Jam said, sir, hit up 2 hands and gestured his hand to make a letter square, and a letter appeared and asked, we're in Arizona. When Inekibu replied, you believe it's the Siak reservation outside of Tucson. Jonathan looking closely, her. Studying the map, when Inekibu said, it will take many months to reach her. It is so. Their conversation became more interesting as CE had got acquainted. Before they knew it, it was about them. Jam said, if you were to go, you need to go right now. What, Anakates, as you call us, party and make mischief at night. Possibly are not looking for you on system. May your Sabath, as you call him, be with you. Jam's Modessa continued, you're pretty much an easy guy, but in rent, but Nick will get you colored in his her parts. When Nick took off his bloody and began sharpening it, saying, yes, it no, but Nick is not wings, this it is, Fassman were going to call both of you as well. Your living means nothing to him. Jonathan said, well, they might have fight war together, for we're not from around her. We all are just passing through, waiting to see what her next move is. Pointing at Jonathan, if someone had decided to gamble or jetpacks. I would already been out of for long ago. When Inekibu smelled, you must come with me on my journey and let us learn from. Yeah, chaffer. Jim thought for a minute, looked at Jonathan, and shook his head. We can go as far as Las Cruces, New Mexico, and then we must head north to Albuquerque. I guess we can go that way. How? We've been her wet. About 6 months or so, maybe it's time to move into our next adventure. Jonathan readily interrupted, but what the fuck can we learn from US? Yeah, don't know shit. When Inekibu placed 3 stars, full metal and unwooden, on the table. Jonathan picked up one and accidentally pricked his finger. Damn, this bitch is sharp. When Inekibu smelled, pick something in hurry and take me sir, and it will hit it. The smell was in Jim's face. He grabbed a coin out of his pocket and threw it in the air. Head. When Inekibu grabbed it on the metal stars and said with a smile, it is so. The coin came down on the table with the sturdy in the middle. Bullshit. Jonathan said, grabbing the stir with the coin and fizzed into it. How in the fuck did you do that? As he spoke, when Inekibu grabbed it one stir and threw it toward Jonathan. The sound of the water object whizzed past his left ear, making a whistling noise. Hearing the stuff at the back of the wall behind him, he turned around to see it and what had been split in half. Angry, shocked, amazed, and surprised at what he had seen and heard, Jonathan jumped up and started cursing in the ring when Inekibu's skull simultaneously. Man! What the fuck you think you're doing throwing that shit at me? When Inekibu painfully said, it was not a deal. It was past a deal. Is that not poisonous? Have you never seen such a gigantic spittle of fat before? Jonathan replied, that bit and said, but a biggest spitter. You never saw a tarantula before either, hell now. As he started fussing at when Inekibu, Jim saw the frustration on when Inekibu's face. He interrupted Jonathan, shut your big ass. Jonathan looked at when in Ikville, at Casimir brother, has a mean bark, but he ain't got no bait. When Iniku had a confused look on his face, it saying, John petted his brother and he just treat him. He has a delicate hair. Jonathan pushed his brother, saying, Fuck ya. Where are you apologizing for me, motherfucker? Hestian Fitru Fitzgerald. John replied, Passidio, Hittite you're silly. Was in danger, so. Count, fuck down and let's get hell out of her. In with all by her. Wasn't all like shit, you pin. Her. They walked up to the pathway that led out of the structure, and when in it noticed the stairs, for it was made of a liquefied substance that was extremely hard. It resembled solid molten lava, but was silver. When Enoch looked at him with amazement, and felt a tap on his shoulders, Jonathan smiled and jokingly said, Sabbath is able, yeah. When Enoch smiled back, it is so. Jamily and he way up and out of the cupboard, quickly ran about 5 feet away from the entrance and fell to his knees, brushing away dirt and sand until he came across the red blinking light. Pussy and sand behind him started collapsing into a large hole by the time Jonathan reached the footstairs. A small stainless steel cube appeared about an inch in depth and width, right below Jonathan's feet. Staring at the hole and curiously at the cube, when Enoch was off his head. Jim had a sullen look on his face as he bent down, pulled off his backpack, and placed the cube shaped divots into it and he looked up at Jonathan. What ought to do north and jet fast horses from fuzzy men? What can't this off the face of our new friend and fed them door? Fast boys got horses, plus I'm certified who are in front of them instead of behind them. But it's 8 of them, according to. Man, how in the heck do you pronounce your name? When Enoch said proudly. When Enoch and Finn slowly treated sounded up for him, as John for which of them a small black divot says of a button. How do you spell that? When Enoch said, Wan, Yen, Yek, Ivio. Jonathan just shook his head. Damn. Well, I'm going to call you this way. You know, like a take your ass that way. As appointed, you got 26 syllables and 26 letters in your damn name. Look, you might tell you look at this. It's only 3 of us and two pointing at himself and his brother. And no features, who shot the shit out ya. Paula Gaudes Hamsa and briefly throwing Jonathan to Sidistma to Salasa, that in Hengan, he continued. This set very well stop a motherfucking transport. Train. Then he throws something toward when in Ikbo. This is for you since you are a little bit behind him, an instant called Arbamst. When in Ikbo shook his head in refusal. Now, he heard this, pointing to his cane. Now motherfucker, you better take this at her, pointed with a call to the cactus, and all of a sudden repeat for key destroying the cactus. This motherfucker is what you need, and no one is enough to stop a motherfucker fit and closing to sit in this point and saw. Just point and saw. John, lashing at Jonathan. Point and saw. Motherfucker, you wish you could do it all. You'll miss it if it's not as big as that cactus. When Enoch pulled off his grandfather's old coat and said, Haven't you already? He took the Arbamst anyway, and asked, What is this black button that you give us? Jonathan said, It's a laser detection. It warns you if someone is pointing a laser-tipped weapon at you. As long as the laser points at you, it will go off. When Enoch was a hunter by nature, and tracking was just as easy. To his surprise, the two brothers were gifted in tracking as well. Now, Asra 70 years old and the brothers were Hahulit Asasabat, and for months, they had traveled from Los headed to Colorado to live some had normal life, without shame. They went to live Samihar, were in on Knufam. When Enoch and the brothers got to know each other as he journeyed deliver. At Timus, when Enoch to fight Jonathan was hilarious, and the word he was irritating, but they Hansel had good hearts. After hours of walking and just a few hours away from the abandoned town of Kinlow, Texas. They had walked around El Paso, Jim said, saying, It's getting dark. We need to stop and rest. The student was walking into the gardens around her. You got your scorpions, rattlers, walrus, centipedes, and... Jonathan interrupted, Let's not forget the men, all way her, got is running from. Jonathan, grabbing his cub from his hip pocket as he continued. But seriously, It had he'd never said. Yeah, like we were going to get some pussy or something as fast as we were walking, and how long we walked. Yeah, got all blood on her, pointing to when in it, looking into the and shit. You're looking at dirt. Hell, just start looking straight. Fat west generally damn direction left toe up. When in a the jump started pushing a few buttons. As a place. That could be into ground. The ground started moving and the solid liquefied matter started moving upward, downward, and inward. Until a large hole was approximately 50 feet by 50 feet wide and 30 feet in depth. There started covering the cubby and slowly creating a camouflage lure. 100 meters in 10 seconds. Fed, far, for, two, on, Jim said as pointed toward his several stick toward the ski and said, go. Jonathan pushed a button in his watch, and Jim at his nestled. Then, they walked into the door leading toward the ground. Go, Jonathan instructed when in it. We only get 15 seconds to get in, or else we got to do it again. Unseen said, they all sat down on a bench created by the code. Jonathan, looking at his watch, counted. 5, 4, 3, 2, unknown. Jim took out a small monitor. No one is within the perimeter but this Walter, and Fergus dinner, Rifer, say disappointed to some world rabbit just 30 years to the east of him. One in a but was slightly held back by the shoulders by Jonathan. He got it, man, he can't. Why don't do it with your way of hunting? What you going to, throw some damn rocks at the motherfuckers? Is pointed toe. Device, well be skinning free of those motherfuckers in about 5 minutes. Jonathan medicine is still his watch and finished out of the structure with nothing but rabbits in his mind. Please forgive me, brother, Jim said as he made a dismance inside the code. As he said before, he is a good person, but our life hasn't been perfect, and we are taking our team traveling away from our old life. It's been about 2 years now since we have moved on, and it takes time, I feel, before we can lose your old ways and habits. Jim started opening up to when in it you because he murdered him. As he continued, we grew past our pens in the cold house of Virginia from the age of us and us 60 years old. Our father was a pimp in for Virginia, and our mother was one of his main prostitutes. As members for our father, we learned hastily damn real quickly until an authority year system parents who often travel far from the territory of all dreams for murdered our father and mother. We've also played the prostitutes and fair Jones with grace and protect women from a deceiving warrior. K. Jobs working for him. After the death of our parents and an unsuccessful free foster care, we son became more supporters of Iranian weapons trade for 50 years. If any said the competence, we dismissed them. We had depended on each other for the past 80 years, living a life of shame, looking for hope. It was even safe for the past 2 years traveling. When he understood and didn't judge, feeling Jim's sincerity. He smiled, amazingly. I have been on this journey for almost 4 years myself, and I'll be assessment in a few months. Sabbath has chosen all of us in a competence, Wakatilians, and Aton. Tam, even Tabinians, to be his children. All matters of things have deceived us into staying away from his will. It's not technology, I believe, it's what we do with it that makes us stay away from his will. In Maytown, we live a peaceful life. Many have failed us that technology is evil. But again, honestly, I believe it is how we use it and we use it greed, power, lust, and things like that lead us away from Sabbath. I don't know if you ever heard of what knew of Sabbath until now, but listening to you, it now has in your heart, for you have seen how, and he just said keyword to his salvation, that hope, which leads to faith. In the church, it says something so profound to me. It says, faith is the evidence of things not seen but of the things hoped for. You don't know where you went, but you want something better. Something that you hoped for, therefore, you have faith to believe it will come true. Jim became teary as they begin to speak. As a child, my father used to tell me the stories about the foreign sisters who lived around the 21st century, or so, who was in charge of the main human colony on Mars called Aries Prime. When Ineke had a puzzled look on his face, saying the look, Jim continued, Aries Prime served as the headquarters for Mars Colony Corporation. It was one of the first space adventures Mike ever made, of Earth and to the moon. When Iniquity said, yes, if you read about that many years ago. Jem continued, anyways, you always thought that it was in our blood to be somebody more phantoms, prostitutes, drug dealers, and hustlers. But it was also introducing me to us a Sabbath, no, you never heard of him, but if he can change me materials bothering me, I'm willing to check him out. When Iniquity. Well, check him out then. Jem continued to speak of his experiences, and when Iniquity's 10 days. They both got acquainted even more with each other when suddenly Jonathan was shedding, here we go. Three of the fattest motherfuckers, from third. I can't eat and by myself. That's why, I got 3 of them. That's Jonathan animals to differ, and eventually, they started their conversation again, which no one called Jonathan. Jonathan joked for most of the conversation, but as he saw his oldest brother being serious for the first time in his life, had started opening up a little. When Enoch described up the last of his herds and beasts from his mother's bake for his journey. He convinced him to let him cook for them but just needed to know how to work their oven, quickly discovered it was easy and all of the certain that he was seduced brothers preferred his cooking method for a much better taste but were willing to use theirs also. The red beasts were seasoned just right, smothered in a fat gravy sauce, topped with well recent acidities of carrots and sweet peas. The brothers agreed that they were pleased, and the meal was perfect. Rubbing and scratching his stomach, Jem said, hell, I'll see y'all later, let him here we're gonna head out. When Iniquity said, round about daybreak. They can't be too far ahead of us. I figured they are sleeping or about to go anyway, when an element of surprise in our seat. Call both brothers said. They talked for a few more minutes before they were sound asleep. When Iniquity closed his eyes, within seconds of staring into the darkness, he fell asleep. A vision awakens when Iniquity, his light, fell quickly opens up, and assist free from sleeping. Then he quickly sees himself outside the cub, Edmund surrounded him, sitting and waiting for the first sign of movement. Then he appears in city again, and there's Jonathan. Who wakes up and punches his brother's shoulders, wake up, and what's to his, he just rested and prepares himself for what might be a battle. Jem wakes when Iniquity. Jonathan looks at the monitor. All clear that's on us. Opens the door, has sat in forehead and falls dead into steps. Jem rushes to his brother's side, and first and woman. Will opens the door and saw Jem multiple times. Realizing it's another vision, happens his eyes again into the darkness, walking Jonathan, for a minute, waiting for us to open the door. How can that be? The alarm didn't go off, the sound of Jonathan's bloody awakens John. When Iniquity said, they don't know why your alarm didn't go off, but if the other, they will shut you inside, for fear waiting at the entrance. When Iniquity gives the brothers the details, and Jem quickly rises up and claims him to the door when her mother opens the door. 3 men standing outside the door saw it was about to open and drew their weapons but were called by the explosion. Jonathan and when Iniquity sprang to the top of the door, calling over two, but Jem is sudden to hidden these. Darkness covers when Iniquity several times as the different scenarios play out. When Iniquity inherits a loud both. If they body, or enough to live, unless they both believe. White seemed like horse toe when Iniquity was in 5 minutes since they lay down to sleep. When Iniquity wakes both of them up. We have less than 7 minutes to prepare for an ambush. We must go, and go now. Quickly, they all ran at least 15 years behind some rocks. When Iniquity grabbed them. Both, this is a matter of life or death, yet now in me heard you both went to believe in Sabbath. Jem was about to interrupt him, when Iniquity had up a finger to tell him, hold on, as he continued, let's just say it know something in something that you don't know, for now, you might feel betrayed by Sabbath, but any idiot to understand that everything is done for a reason. He looked around the corner and saw 5 men surrounding the entrance and 2 men standing up holding horses to the side, and then just a little way off in his stomach with a sniper rifle. Any idiot about to iterate separate in his Sabbath now. Confess it, Jonathan and Jem looked at each other and said, accept. When Enoch was more in relief, either you both accept, or else none of you or both of you will have it done it. No face, neither one of you will do to be because Sabbath has said it is so. Jonathan began to speak, what? When Enoch rebuked him sharply. have heard it all, less than Tom. Don't have a tematolk plan. When in a clubrifoot will fime buffest dream, then they all whispered amongst themselves Santa. When in a said, they are waiting for us to come out the door, so we will go on clearly and call the men lying down. An idiot to wait for me signal and get near him and with the horses so as not to spook them off. When in a pointed at John. Yet wanted to call the fireman waiting at the doorway. They were all in agreement, circling round. When in it became open the man in the stomach, holding his ear closet to the rifle, looking for a sudden movement to come out of the club. When in it could tell himself that he needed to call him in a way that was quite backward. Taking a metal star out of his pouch, he threw it with enough force to penetrate his skull. The man's head dropped it to the ground. Dear. Then he headed toward the man with the horses. There was a nice space between them that he calculated without alarming others, so he caught enough them. He raised his hands to the brothers, and Jonathan sat suffering while one each caught the third man running for his life. They gathered about his tail different threw them on top of each other. Jonathan and Jim shot their heads looking at the men's laughing, and Jonathan said with fear in his ears, "We definitely can't stay here now, do you know what health is a manner?" Dead. When he said. Jonathan thought about it for a second and said, "Well, yeah, they are, but this are the men of the circle. They are enough the major cartels that run all trade in said, all said, and around no man's land, the entire country of all Mexico and El Paso. Hoy possess the master plus of them all, and his son, damn, on a Beth, a son, was just called the night before. This is on guy, 6'5" inches, about 220 pounds, yeah, not to fear in face." When he said. Jonathan raised his eyebrows and quickly interrupted him, not to fear in the face. "That motherfucker was a gully. Amen, he called scary fucking cast with that face." When he believed, yeah, I guess you call say he was a bull. For him then we killed him. Jamalayan said to when he do, "You never saw you like that before, hell, you thought you weren't human for a moment." Jonathan shouted, "Phil Colette. Yow killed him." He began passing back and forth, "You killed him, hell tough now, man." Jonathan held his head and took a deep breath. "Well, we definitely have it all even now." Jama turned to when in Ikba. "You went to talk about this is the second time you saw something before it happened. Are you psychic or some kind of Buddha priest?" "You did say you were from Louisiana." When in Ikba, while checking the saddlebags and horse seated from the man, said, "Everyone from Louisiana doesn't know Buddha or witchcraft. Very a few, but there are many believers in Sabbath." Then he thought to himself, "Well, not many that I know of." Shaking his head, said the brothers, "We can talk about that some of them, this man is famous as you say. When you to be north a bit in birth as guys in a grave or something and be in Norway. You went to be out of this state before sundown." The brothers ransacked for St. Men's belongings, grabbing his skeletons, gadgets, and weapons. Then suddenly, you call see the two brothers' faces lit up with joy. Jonathan and Jimmy were laughing and joking as if this were gold. When Enoch understood nothing they were talking about but no that it was not further to origin ever, according to all excitement. They had two horses that they head out, when Enoch was concerned. Thus the last two horses will return to where they come from, one was would take them with us. If they did where they are going, we are just having for more trouble at look at this Brandon. Fair hand quarter, surely some knalls wolf is bread balance tell. After burying him in, when Enoch progressed the hands off. After two horses that were left and decided to with them. "I'll take on for you," said John. "Just until we realize what we are going to do later after we get to New Mexico." They head north a bit, then head northwest just to get themselves at least 7 miles away from the Baba to a strange place called Anthony, Texas, and up the road reading over St. Anthony, New Mexico, and Mel. Jonathan jokingly said, "Look at that shit, they can't think of another name for our town." The New Mexico state border saying was inside. Jonathan was so excited he thought it did off his lungs, less than for has told denote on it. Taking his horse into said, he took off with when Enoch and John, hot following his tail raced down the state line,